So hello guys, today I'm going to show you a very beautiful hike close to Reykjavik called Búrfellsgjá. It's a very short hike, so if you find yourself in Reykjavik wanting to do some hiking, that is the perfect hike for you. So let's go! We have fantastic weather today in Reykjavik, 7 degrees Celsius. Sunny and almost no wind. Very nice, and it's April, so for April that is very good, I would say. Today I'm trying out my new GoPro 11 that I bought recently. Which I'm also recording on now, and I am also gonna test my new DJI Mini 3 Pro that I bought recently. So I will do a few flights and of course use the GoPro to record the vlog. Very excited to see how it turns out. So the best way to get here is of course if you have a rental car. But another option might be taking a taxi. However, that is quite expensive to do, especially if you're staying downtown Reykjavik. So rental car is the best option to get here. Yeah, the road to get here is quite nice, as you can see, even though it is a bit narrow, but at least no gravel road. So we are now at the parking lot. I will put the exact location in the description of the video. I will just put a Google Maps link that you can click on, and then you can head to the right place if you decide to hike here. Once you get out of the city, it's a little bit more windy, but still, like I said earlier, April, very nice. Here's the parking lot again, and we're going to continue on this footpath. So after a couple of 100 meters of walking, you will reach these stairs that go down, and then you follow the gravel road into this small canyon here. And here you have a map as well, Búrfellsgjá, with well, only Icelandic information, which is not very useful for you maybe. But the reason might be that there are not many tourists, I think, that know about this hike, mostly locals. That is also why I am showing you how to get here. Let's go down. So you can see the sign that says no horses allowed, where Sigga is now walking. That's where you go. Actually, Búrfell is the mountain, and gjá means in English small canyon. So Búrfellsgjá is the canyon of Búrfell. This is actually an old lava channel. Beautiful formations that you will see later on. And Kakka is very happy. And if you want to avoid the crowds, I do recommend going either very early in the morning or somewhere between 10 and 2 o'clock. So 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. because then most locals are working and then you have less people walking. As you can see, we have so far not met anyone on the way, which is good. So the stone construction you can see over here are roundup pens built in 1840. So the guys or the farmers and their friends and family would ride on horses, collect the sheep, round them up and put them in these roundup pens. This one is not used anymore, but it is a tradition in Iceland to round the sheep up still today. So we're gonna take a look at it. And I'm not that intelligent. I have everything on the sign here, all the info, even in English. So you can also read this. And it also states on this sign, which I actually knew, is that the eruption here is about 7,000 years old. Some geologists say 7,200 years old. So not in a geological sense, not a very old eruption. Let's take a look at the roundup pens. Here is also a canyon that is possible to go into. We are not going to do that now since we have a dog, but I would be careful doing that. Let's go. Gaga, good. No. So, let's take a closer look at this construction. So I would guess that the sheep were brought in over there, and then each farmer has its own box for the sheep. As you can see, there are many boxes. And usually the sheep are today marked on the ear, so each farmer knows if that sheep belongs to him or not. So I would guess it was like that. But very nice. First time I've been here to this place. So apparently the guys that were rounding up the sheep, they stayed in this area. And if you look a little bit further where the cliffs are, there are small caves, so they got shelter in there. Let's take a closer look. Here you can see it. This must have been a decent shelter. I don't know what was in there, or if they used this for some purpose. But let's continue going to the main site, the crater itself. Beautiful formations. Another beautiful formation. Wow. You can imagine the lava 7,200 years ago flowing down this canyon here and actually forming it. And only last year we had a volcanic eruption very close to here in Meradalir, and then the year before in Fagradalsfjall. So this area is still volcanically very active. But once again, wow, I love this formation, it's so beautiful. So guys, I want to ask you kindly to subscribe to my channel, especially if you like my content. It really motivates me and helps me make more content for you, so please do so. So you can see this is the crater, and we're of course going to go on top of the crater. It is 179 meters above sea level, So it's not very high. Easy hike in total. Nee. I don't want the dog to fall down there. We have all around birch here. And it's starting to, what do you call when trees bloom? Maybe bloom? It's just starting now. Soon, in maybe 1 month, everything will be green here. Now we go a little bit uphill. Beautiful lava formations here. And so far, very few people on the way. Almost alone. So this is the crater, beautiful, and we're gonna walk around this path here along the edges and come back down here and then head back to the car. You can also walk down into the canyon, the crater, if you want, but we're not gonna do it this time. Overall, the hike is quite easy, especially if you only walk towards the crater. But if you walk around it, it's a little bit steep, just so you know, but nothing serious. Very dramatic landscape. When it's cloudy and rainy, this is a very moody place to be. And we are at the top. And then it's time to head back. So on the way back you can go along the top of the canyon this direction to see it from above. Very nice. I will show you the view in a minute. So this is the view. We were walking there earlier. Nice. And then eventually there's a path back to the canyon. So you will partly or mostly walk the same way back you came. So the hike itself is about 5 kilometers long, or 4.8, something like that. If you walk non-stop, it should take you slightly over an hour, the hike. But of course, like we did today, we were looking at the scenery, no rush. I was testing my new equipment, the GoPro and the drone. So it took us total of 2.5 hours. But like I say, if you walk non-stop, slightly over an hour, I would guess. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We are back in the car, like you can see. I really hope that someone that watched this video will go on this hike. And if you do so, leave me a comment and tell me if you liked it or not. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching and take care. See you next time.